Evelyn, welcome to my channel, and this is the Ultimate Online School Survival Guide Part 2. Welcome to Part 2 of my Online School Survival Guide series. If you haven't already watched Part 1, make sure that you go check that out. The links are in the description box below and on the info cards on the side. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 of my favourite focus tips, 5 of my favourite apps and extensions, and 2 extra bonus tips at the end, so make sure that you stay tuned. But before we begin today's video, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell so you get notified every time that I post a new video. Make sure that you like and comment down below what kinds of videos you'd like to see next. But to all of you guys who have already subscribed, I'm so grateful for all of your support and I really appreciate it. But without further ado, let's get on with today's video. Let's hear my favourite 5 focus tips. So my first tip is going to be in kind of an acronym called FOCUS. FOCUS. F for find your territory. Have your space to study, whether it's a desk in your room, but try not to study on your dining table or in your kitchen where everyone's going to be there because they're all just going to be coming there and you're going to get more distracted. So have a little desk, even if it's a portable desk on your bed. Make sure that you have your territory and you have some way to tell people this is your territory. Either put all your stuff on it, put your favourite mug on it. Make sure that you find your own space. O is for organize like a pro. Organize like a pro basically means that make sure that all your space is very tidy and neat. Make sure that you write down your schedule and make sure that you're making yourself timetables and to-do lists. Make sure that you're telling people before your lessons so that they don't come in and disturb you during classes. C is for creating a timetable. I already mentioned that in my Organize Like a Pro, but create a timetable for your day. Make sure that you have a set morning routine and an after school routine. Make sure that you have a timetable which just helps you keep on track, and make sure that it's a minute-to-minute timetable. I know that sounds super extreme, but trust me, if you have every minute of your day planned, then that way you won't be wasting time or being distracted because you have stuff to do and you know you have to do it because you won't have time later. U is for undo the noises. So now there are 2 ways that you can do this. You can either get some noise cancelling headphones to make sure that you're blocking out all noises, or the second way is if you can't beat them, join them. And I don't mean make loads of noise like the rest of your family. I mean try and play some soft instrumental music in the background. This way you'll be able to block out all other noises and you'll just have that music, and because it's just instrumental music you won't get distracted by the lyrics or anything. And finally, S, start making notes. If you start making really aesthetic notes, I have a video on that and I'll also link that in the description box below. So when you start making aesthetic notes, that way you'll be like, oh, I don't really want to have half written notes, you want to finish your notes. And making notes gives you something to do while your teacher is talking in the lesson, so that way you won't be distracted, like, get on your phone, scroll through Instagram or anything. That way you'll be able to do something while your teacher is talking, and that way you'll be able to retain the information better because you're going to be writing notes. My second tip is to do with all those distractions, especially when you're at home. If you find something out or if you think of something, you're like, oh my god, I better do that straight away, and you'll find whatever reason you can to not focus. So what I like to do with that is I like to get a post-it note. And I like to write down any distractions that just come to mind. So if I need to tell my parents something, if I need to fill out a form, I'll just write it on this post-it note, and then later when all my classes are finished, I'll tackle everything that's on the post-it note. Right. My third focus tip is called paparazzi. And by that, no, I don't mean go follow celebrity and take loads of photos of them. By that, I mean have your camera on during meetings, only if your school allows you to though, because when you have your camera on, you'll get the feeling that people are watching you, like your teachers are watching you as you would in class, and that way you'll be inclined to act more sensibly and focus in the lesson more rather than kind of being a bit sneaky and chilling throughout the lesson, listening to music, scrolling through your phone, whatever. You'll feel like someone's watching you, and that way you'll be able to be more focused. My next tip is, in between all of your lessons, make sure that you get up off your desk and walk around your room, walk around your house, whatever you have time to do. Personally, I like to get my next meeting up and just not join yet, and I then like to get up off my chair and walk around my room once, whether it's to go grab another book, to grab some water, to quickly peek on my phone, whatever it is. I like to get up and I come back and sit on my desk, and that way it just helps me to stretch my legs and kind of refreshes me and gets me in the zone for my next class. And my final focus tip is to not be a distraction detective. By that I mean, if somebody comes to your door, if post comes, if your phone pings, don't be a detective and look into all those distractions. Don't go downstairs and open the door. You're in class, that's what you're supposed to be. If you're in school, you wouldn't get up in the middle of class, or you wouldn't check your phone in the middle of class. So make sure that you're not doing that during online school. Make sure that your phone is kept away. If your door pings, then just leave it. Your parents or somebody will go and answer that. Now, time for my top 5 apps and extensions. I already have a video on my channel about my 10 best student apps, so make sure that you go check that video out after you're done watching this. But my first favourite app is Study Bunny. I mentioned that in my previous video, but Study Bunny is a study timer, and I really enjoy it because whenever I'm really inclined or distracted to go on my phone, I put on Study Bunny and I put my phone away. That way I won't be inclined to look at it because my Study Bunny is already on there. And the cool thing about Study Bunny is that it's like a pet bunny, and the more time you study, the more healthy and happy your pet will be, and it's a super cute app. My second app is called Seneca. I've already mentioned this in another one of my videos, but Seneca is a great app for learning. It makes studying almost like a game, and it's super fun, and you learn everything a lot faster there. I think you can get an app as well as you can get it on your laptop, and it's basically whenever you feel like you've missed a bit in class or you feel like you're behind, you just get that portion up on Seneca and you can just do some questions and learn more about it, and it's super duper helpful, and I definitely recommend it, and it is completely free and it is just amazing, so make sure that you check Seneca out. So my previous 2 were phone apps, but this next one is going to be Chrome extensions. So my first app is Tide, and it is basically a study timer where you can get like background noises to just calm you, and you can get like cafe sounds and rainforest sounds, and they're just really nice kind of atmospheric sounds when you're studying, and they just help you feel a bit more focused. So my next app is Just Focus, and definitely during online school it's so easy just to open up a new tab and go and look at YouTube or watch some Netflix or whatever. But Just Focus is basically a sites blocker, so you choose the amount of time that you want to block specific sites. I like to block YouTube and like other streaming services and stuff like that. So yeah, I just like to block them out so that I don't get distracted during class and I can't just load them up. My final extension in this section of my video is Momentum. Momentum is a Chrome extension, and basically it replaces the boring Google desktop for a much more fun and inspiring desktop. I'll show you a picture on the side here, and it just fills it with so many nice inspiring quotes and inspiring pictures and motivates you to get all your work done. Now for the segment you've all been waiting for, and it is my 2 bonus tips. So my first bonus tip is to have an accountability buddy. In your class, probably make sure they're one of your friends that you work very well with, and whenever you set work to do independently outside of school, ask them and set up a Google Meet or a Zoom and just work alongside them, and they're kind of there to make sure that you do your work and you're there to make sure that they do their work, and it's just kind of nice and it creates more of a classroom atmosphere. Okay, so my second bonus tip is to have productive breaks, and by that I don't mean work all through your breaks, because breaks are there to make sure that you're refreshed, but after you feel refreshed, after you've had a snack and had some relaxing time. Try and get some work done or ease yourself into your work for the lesson. I know especially during our lunch breaks in school we have an hour and a half, so I will normally take an hour or so to have my lunch and kind of relax and catch up with my family and stuff. But the last 30 minutes I will come back to my desk and I will either get some homework done or finish up some notes from class, or just stuff like that to kind of ease me back into my workflow. Sadly, we've come to the end of my online school survival guide series, and I really did enjoy making this series. And if you want to see more series like this, make sure that you press that like button and leave me a comment down below. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and that's it from me for today, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye!